Hello. How's it going? How you doing there? Sorry, my music's coming in a little too loud on my side. How's it going? What's up? See who do we got here? We have Llama in first, JC in third, and Bouncy in second. Yeah, congrats on first. Yeah, sometimes it's weird like that. I have no clue why. Bites the flower shall become a bed. Those Mario upgrades are getting pretty weird. Sacrifice, yeah, too bad. Eat the bat pony. Do. Hey, Llama, it's good. Tornado watch going on around you? Okay. That sounds pretty crazy. Yeah, so I gotta... Once again, things are changing in the world. And, I just got a notification from Twitch that, monetization is changing as of today. Or, no, May 13th. So 1 month from now. So I will receive a fixed rate of less than half of Twitch subs. Okay. Before it was 50%, so now it's 225 instead of 250. So that's annoying. The other section. Oh, and they're adding in that they can modify and do whatever they want. Yep, that sounds like Twitch. Okay, no, nothing new. Twitch just being Twitch. So yeah. Hey, thank you. Yeah, please don't get lost in a flood. That would be bad. I would not like that. Don't get swept away. I'm the one doing the sweeping here. How is everyone doing? I am extremely tired today, mainly because I'm hungry and I haven't ate yet. And I have food right in front of me on the table because I didn't realize what time it was. And I completely forgot to get food. So I haven't had anything since maybe like 11 today. So it's been like 9 hours-ish. Yeah. So I'm gonna be eating a little bit as we just chat. Tail watch? What would be a tail watch? Is this like a put it on the radar? Today in the news, we have strong winds from left to right. Yes, just a localized tailstorm. Nothing to worry about. It will blow over in a jiffy. You could say it will wag on through. It's going. I kind of forgot to eat, so I'm eating right now. So I hope you can put up with any chewing sounds I might make. I hope I don't make them too loud. Approaching spiral storms. Yeah, if you stare at this tornado from the top, it looks like a spiral. Just like nature intended. Why do you think so many people get caught in them, right? They just stare. They don't realize how quickly it comes. Nature got you hypnoed. What? Yeah. Oh, I went to Meow Wolf the other day, and they had a spiral room. And I'm like, I probably shouldn't try to hypnotize anyone I'm with at the moment. That would have been a little bit embarrassing. Not Omega Mart. I have been to Omega Mart though. We weren't there for too long. We were there for like a little over an hour. One of the people I was with, they got a little nauseated from a few of the rooms. Yeah. Yep, I know the Hypno room at Omega Mart. I'll need to do that next time I'm at Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ninja, I know what you mean. I travel so much, a hotel is my second house. I mean, it almost makes you just like, yeah, I should have opened one of those like cards for a hotel chain that I'll be staying at and just like bank on the points. You know? Like, honestly, if the government allowed me to use my own credit card for a hotel and then paid me back like the stipend, oh my god, I would have a Hilton credit card. I would just have so much points. I would literally be making so much money for every trip. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I gifted one of the people at my work that doesn't travel as often the hotel stuff since they were using it, but they didn't have enough stays and they were like a brand new member. So I gave them a little jump start to get up there. And then I noticed, hey, I actually get bonus points based off of them using it. So every time they go and use the hotel, I just get a notification that I get points for their stay. And I'm like, huh, that's cool. Now that being said, I am like the like Diamond Plus member at Hilton because I'm there every other week, or at least it feels like that. Speaking of which, I'll be there next week. Okay, food done. Still hungry. Oh well. Anyway, how's life? How's it going? How was everyone's weekend? Oh. Yeah, that is unfortunate. It was pretty good, able to recover. That's also good. Okay. Oh, has anybody been watching the like Ashes of Creation stuff? And just like some of the money they spent it on? You exist? Well, I think that's pretty fortunate. These streams would be a lot more boring without you. Ashes of Creation was that Kickstarter MMO that raised like a few $1 million. But pretty much it turned out to be a giant scam, and just the game was kind of horrible and nothing was finished. And then it just came out, was released for a month, and then just disappeared. And then everyone's suing them and asking for refunds, that sort of thing. Hey, medic. So it turns out that like the guy that ran it had spent like $200,000 on like DoorDash over like 5 years, and was buying like $20,000 in magic cards using the company's funds. The guy that owned the company was basically using it all as a personal piggy bank. Yeah, it is absolutely horrible. And the whole time he was just like, oh, I'm just gonna ask for more money and more different things. And I was interested in the game like when it was first doing the Kickstarter and stuff, but I've been burned on like video game Kickstarters in the past, and I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Like I didn't pay a lot of money, but it just wasn't worth it. The person put out like the bare minimum, and like the graphics and everything they showed in their trailer was like completely different, and I'm like, well, they made the game, but they basically made an RPG maker game instead of like their own thing. So it was kind of like, that's annoying. So I decided, hey, I'm not gonna join in on this. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna wait. And then they came out with their like, oh, we're gonna test combat in the game using a battle royale thing. So it's free to play and you can check it. And so I did try out their battle royale. I didn't spend any money on it. And I'm just like, oh my god, the combat is so bad in this. I understand it's so early on, but it just does not feel like, it does not feel good. So I passed up on, so that for me, I'm like, I'm not touching this game till it comes out. And oh, there we go. I was hitting the wrong button, wondering why the background wasn't changing. But yeah. So that was kind of my thing with Ashes of Creation, was like, yeah, it looks cool, yeah, it sounds nice, but I don't think it's gonna get there. I think it's over promising and it's gonna under deliver, like everything else on Kickstarter for the most part. Although I have done a few Kickstarters that turned out really well. It's really a lot of luck with Kickstarters on whether you have something good or bad. The one I've done the most is like board game stuff, because those are pretty cool and pretty easy for them to make. Yeah. I mean, like I said, with a lot of the board games, they're pretty easy. Because you can find some pretty interesting board games and stuff. Usually they'll have like a let's play of it where they kind of show it off. Other games, it's yeah. It's just kind of interesting with some of the stuff that's out there. Like you never know what you're going to find. But yeah. And I know a lot of like established companies will use it as well, which is really nice. But when it comes to like I've seen some stuff on Kickstarter where I go, yeah, that's just not how it works. I know that technology, and that doesn't work like that. We got the victory. Oh, we got the victory. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, you got the boop. So good job. Congratulations. And the Root expansion? Yeah. Like if Root puts a Kickstarter out, you know Root's gonna be able to, or the people behind Root are gonna be able to make the game. They probably don't need the Kickstarter, but it's more pre-ordering for them and to gauge interest in like hey, is this thing actually good or not? Like, are people interested in this idea, or is this just a wild goose chase? Yep, I see. I gotcha. And then like some of them it's like, oh, this is a, like right now I think like the big thing I'm seeing a lot of, and as cool as it might be, I think it's really dumb. It's like Raspberry Pi AI assistants that they're like selling, where basically they put together a Raspberry Pi AI assistant, and it's just like a little like made up robot or something, and yeah. That's about it. Goose Chase faction. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah. If that's the reason I wasn't able to get some for a networking project I had an idea for. Oh, with Raspberry Pis? Yeah, that is definitely something, that is definitely something that can happen. Yeah, I've ran into that trouble before. Whether it's an Arduino or Raspberry Pi. I like Raspberry Pi more than I like Arduinos. And then there's always like some just really strange stuff like, hey, I want $50 to buy this and film it doing this. So if you guys support me, I will start a 24/7 live stream of me filming this thing in a corner until X thing happens. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. It's just kind of like, okay, that's a weird thing. Mitt started looking at getting custom PCBs. That could be a thing, especially if you want form factor. Yeah. Man, I am beat today. I don't know what I want to do. I should do something, but I don't know. Thunderstorm outside? I have no such storm. I am the storm. Okay, that was lame. So I live by a water park, and we're definitely gonna have a drought this summer. So I'm like, what does a water park do during a drought? How does that work? Like, do they close down part of the park and like to minimize restrictions? Hey Astra, thunder or lightning, very, very frightening. Thunder, thunder. Yes. You have 9 to 10 subjects as you're wondering how you got to that point. Yes, that is not as crazy as what I have dealt with. I think the worst I've dealt with is like 24 in like 2 days. You just
can't wait to play my favorite game, I said excitedly. I was then diddled by the most sweatiest bitchless unemployed loser this world has ever seen.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Sometimes stuff like that gets through. Yeah, so, I'm sorry. People are... Yeah. I couldn't read it fast enough. Yeah. I just timed him out because that was the first thing it came across, so I might have to ban him in like 10 minutes. We'll be ready. We'll be ready. And Battleships, thank you for the follow. Sorry I missed it earlier, but thank you for the follow. Feel free to follow that tail as it sways back and forth, wiping away all that stress and tension. Brush aside all those worries and anxieties as you watch and enjoy. Oh, so what was it? So I wanted this deck because I was looking at precons, and I keep going back to this older precon in Magic. I think it's called Party Time. Does anybody know the Party Time deck in Magic the Gathering? Nine subjects? Well, that means you're getting good enough that people want to stick around. Okay, there was a D&D set from it was from the D&D set. So it has like party time where you like want different like 3 different classes, like rogue, sorcerer, warlock, cleric, warrior. I don't even know what the classes are. But I was looking at it and I'm like, everywhere I look it's like $200. So I'm like, this is insane, like $200 for like a pre-built deck. Yeah, so it's like the cheapest one you can get is like $185. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, it costs $120 to build it. Yeah, battle from Baldur's Gate, yeah. But it costs $120 to build it. Wait. I can just buy the cards without the box. And it's like $60 cheaper. Yeah, I'm for that. Yeah, no boxes were 60. It's like the box and tokens. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay. I can pay the 120 and I can get party time. Let's just do that. That's simple. That's easy. Nothing to worry about. I don't have to fight over all these things. I can get everything for the 120, and then with tax and everything it comes out to like 137. So I did that. I got it for 137. I'm like, that's cool. And then I ended up getting the white and black Strixhaven precon for like $50. So I'm like, okay, so I got 2 decks for the price of what this one should cost. Yay. And I'm like, okay, that will be good. I am happy. Mm-hmm. So that is what I did. Oh, public service announcement, because this actually came up. So I was talking to an artist who I was doing a YCH with, and they messaged me on Discord, and then another person messaged me on Discord with the same name and icon. So immediately I took all of mine. I'm like, okay, we'll chat on FA. We'll do all of our chats there going forward. About a day later, their stuff changes. One of the people's changes. They're just imitating artists on Discord and trying to ask people for the payments and scam you from how much the payments are. So if you are buying any art on FA, like that's a YCH, make sure your entire conversation is on like the private messages there. Do not like do any conversations on like Discord. Make sure it's all on FA. Because you have people that live in other countries where a single dollar is like $1,000. The exchange rates are crazy, and basically $20 to you is a month's wage to them. So if they can manage to find one person out of 100, well, they're living well for a month or two. And yeah, but that's kind of the biggest reason why you have so many like scam centers out of like India and stuff. Is well, that's just how it works with the exchange rates. Yeah, scammers suck. They really do. So just for your information, people are doing that now. They are basically imitating the artists, messaging you for payment, and yeah. Hey Lily, how you doing? Welcome back. Still Fluffy from last session? That's not right. You shouldn't be that fluffy. Unless you've been listening to other things. Mohahaha. Other things? Yeah. There's a lot of other things out there. I can, yes, I can kind of put that out there. And I think is it an orange app? I thought it was an orange app. Is sound red or orange? Am I just dumb? Very possible both. Oh, you're talking about that red app. Okay. Yeah, this is the thing that's dumb about Twitch, is you're not allowed to mention like the red app, the green app, the orange app, the blue app. Can't mention any of those. You just have to refer to them by their colors. Yeah, that's a terms of service thing. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. With like the changes that Twitch does, and especially seeing the double standards, like let's be honest. Red app is a tube that you view. Orange app is like a cloud where you can hear sound. Green app is like Twitch for gamblers. Did that do a good job? Did that do a good job? And there's also a green app where it's like that tube that you view. I haven't mentioned anything. Oh, yeah, you can't mention those. Technically saying their names on this channel or on Twitch violates Twitch's terms of service. It's the same thing. I'm not allowed to combine chats with those platforms. Any platform chat would have to be kept separate. So it's also dumb. Yes, it is very dumb and very confusing, and it is not worth it. I would rather, to be honest, in terms of everything, it would be better for me to probably use the two green apps and do VODs to the red app and completely ignore this app, the purple app. If I was being completely honest, that would probably make the most sense. Yeah. You're freaking? What? I don't get how ears down is with freaking. Yeah. Yeah, no, it would just be rebuilding up everything. That's the only problem. Fluffy moth time soon. Yeah, it's always fluffy time here. It's always a nice fluffy time. Yeah, no, like Twitch scares me because of how the double standards are, and I can do everything by the book, and I can still be banned. And that's the thing that scares me, is I have very little chance, and it does not matter. That's just how things would work out. If Twitch wants me gone, I'm gone, and there's nothing I can do about it, and that's the hardest part. But like, if I was to solely stream on the other apps, like if I was to solely stream on any of the other apps, they don't care if I stream the other app's content. It's only this app that cares about it. And that's a really annoying part. And I feel sometimes it would be better just to drop this one and just do the other ones, because they play nice. But I don't want to really leave my fan base here, because that would also be kind of mean. It is tempting, especially because all the payout models are better than this one. Like, all the other ones are like 70%. And Twitch is like the reverse, where it's like 40%. But Twitch is the popular one, so you get the most amount of exposure. Yep. Ara. Okay, I think I got that. Okay. Ara. Ara. Yeah. Hey CJ. I'm doing well. Just talking a little bit about how annoying Twitch is as a platform. Yeah, I will complain about Twitch because Twitch is annoying. Unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, if I was doing this for the money, I would have definitely switched. But I don't need the money, and I care about you guys more. So, yay. So don't think I am going to be switching. Yes, I do remember Skype. I remember AIM. Do you remember AIM? Does anybody remember AIM or Vent? You never used it? No worries. I remember using it a ton. Remember, like, instead of Discord, I would be on, like, Vent servers for Hypnosis back in the day? Oh, God. Yeah, AOL. AIM was AOL Instant Messenger. So it was like text messaging for like dial-up internet. That is probably the best way to put AIM, is just text messaging for dial-up internet. before like text messaging was a thing. Yeah. Oh wow. I knew someone that still had dial up until like 2010, you know? Was that you who mentioned that they had dial up till like 2010? I remember somebody mentioning that. Yes, the scream of the internet. Never used that, the first mention. Okay. Then it wasn't you, but I just remember somebody mentioning like in the 2000s they still had dial-up. I don't know who that was. But that is also kind of just absolutely insane to have dial-up that late. Mm-hmm. You got a PSP 1000 somewhere. I remember the PSP. Those were fun. I had like 3 games. I had like, I think Monster Hunter. What was it? It was Persona 3, I think. It was either Persona 2 or Persona 3. Which one was it? I think it was 3. It's the one where you shoot yourself. Okay. If you've played Personas, if you played all the Personas, one of the Persona games, in order to go into the Persona world, you had to basically shoot yourself at midnight. Yeah. And it's halfway done. Oh god, yes. So pretty much that's how it was. I found out about MMOs when dial-up was a thing, and like EverQuest was the only game you could play on dial-up internet. So I would sneak down into the basement like at 1 a.m. and be playing EverQuest from like 1 to 5 a.m. and then sneak back upstairs. And that was how I ruined my sleep schedule. But yeah, that was where I first started playing like MMOs, was dial-up internet. And my parents were like, "Why are you always tired?" Because I would, a lot of times it would be like from 1 to 3, I'd just go down and do like 2 hours and then sneak back up. So I had to get some rest for school. And I would be basically sleeping when I got home from school, so I could wake up to do that. I was so bad. Oh man. Movie for the PSP? The lab. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Zendori? Yeah. Me, it was Nocturnal. Yeah. And then I had this alchemy game, this cat alchemy game. I actually got a was it? I have another little like emulator device, so I can play those old games. So I have it on there. Got an old laptop. They camp at the top of the stairs because the neighbors. Oh my god. That was awesome. That sounds awesome. That's like me. So I would go to the library and I would just rent out the CDs. So after school, I'd walk over to the library on days where I didn't have practice, or because one day of the week we would just take it off for like not having practices, or we had a game or something. So I'd go over to the library and I would rent as many CDs as I could, and then I would come home and I would burn all those CDs onto my computer, and then I'd return all the CDs to the library. And I just went through every CD they had. And I just did that. I just went in order of every CD they had. And that was my entire music collection. So I always found it funny because people were like, oh, you must really be into the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, yeah, they're pretty good. But the problem is I burned like 7 CDs of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, because they had like all the best of hits, the greatest hits, the compilations, that's what I call music hits of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So it was just like everything. There was like 7 CDs worth of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, but that's where I got a bunch of different music. I did the same thing with like books on tape as well. Removable, you can swap it. Oh wow. Yeah, that's pretty interesting that it had that. I'm sure that's just expensive to get anyway. Okay. Hail time. There we go. Yep, good tail. Nice and fluffy, nice and cozy. Thank you, Astra. You're such a good first mate. Hehehe. Because if we were pirates, Astra would be my first mate. They're my mod here, so it's cool. Awesome. Avalanche just scored. Yay. Yeah, it's true. It just gets in their heads and they just get so fluffy, so fuzzy. They just relax and they stop thinking, you know? We got what? 82 games in the season and we have 3 left? Wow. So I find this hilarious. Yeah, we're currently 4 games up for the end of the season. Avalanche, yeah. Avalanche is great. Avalanche cookies are great. Well, it's really just a cookie sandwich, but we have a local store right next to the movie theater. They call them Avalanche cookies, and it's really just like either an ice cream sandwich or like icing in the middle of 2 cookies. but those are good. Very good. Okay. I'm gonna go refill my drink and then be right back. Team 4 stars. Final Fantasy VII abridged. I haven't seen that. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off the tail swipe. Welcome back. Slowly waking up. I'm guessing that you mean Team 4 star. Yeah, I'll have to check that out later. Yeah, it does have that effect, you know. Just really cleans out those thoughts. Oh, wow, Philly won. Cinching the last spot. Take them away? Emotions and feelings? Just for a little bit, not for too long. Gotta keep the hammocks warm. Bunk buddies? Yeah, you can just bunk in the tail, you know, it's like a hammock. It's close to a hammock, you know. Just stretch out, lay down, and just sink into it, you know. Yeah. Just soft, fluffy tail, you know, just a hammock tail. Just gently swaying back and forth, just being rocked back and forth with my tail, you know. I make your mind fluffy mush. Good. We are gonna have ads coming up here soon, so I do want to keep you awake for a little bit longer. If you do need a drink or anything, this is gonna be the time to go get it. You need to use the bathroom or something, feel free to get up and go do that. You need to stretch. Yep. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. I'm just looking at hockey stuff right now. But Philadelphia is playing Pittsburgh in round 1 of the playoffs. That is probably gonna be the most hype. Hype in a good way, because those are two very enthusiastic fan bases. Yeah. So Pittsburgh is like the dynasty team, is like one of like the original 6 like NHL teams. Like they're the OGs. And they have a huge history with like Bobby Orr back in the day. Or is that Boston? Well, anyway, Pittsburgh's up there as well. Along with like Boston, and I think it's the Rangers and a few of the Canadian teams. But you have a very historic team in Pittsburgh. On the other hand, Philadelphia fans are complete psychos. Absolute crazy people. Doesn't matter what the sport is, they will climb a lamppost, hang from it, and shout obscenities at you, even if they're winning. They are the soccer hooligans of America. Yes. So those two teams play in like with a 45-minute drive away from each other. Probably a little bit longer, but it's going to be a turnpike. Turnpike? Yeah, I think it's the turnpike that goes from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh. So that will be a very interesting one for the fans. Otherwise, you have Lightning versus Montreal, which is another pre-hyped for like the quality of the game, and then Dallas versus Minnesota for the last one. Those are all very high quality games. Let me know when the ads are done. Although, if you can hear me now, you're definitely understanding that the ads are not being shown to you. Oh, actually, those two teams are three. Oh, that's a three-way tie with one game left. Interesting. What's an ad? I don't know. It's those things that show up when you're fighting a boss, you know, just to annoy you and distract you from the boss from a little bit. Don't you feel that's how it works here? Wait, I know that when I go visit other streamers, yeah, I try to be nice. I try to be nice about it. Hello, how you doing, Kat? We're just finishing up ads here. They should be done in like 10 seconds. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Catman! Meow. Hop on phone? Okay. Who would know that reference? Oh, Scatman. Everybody knows the Scatman. Bee-bop-a-doo-bop-a-dee. Well, hello, Steel. How's it going? Here, there, they're everywhere. It's like epic sax guy. Like it's just one of those things. If you've heard it, you know it. I'm trying to remember what it was. What was that one guy that yeah, oh, I forget. Anyway, multiplying at an alarming rate to your breach containment. Are you putting in doubles? Don't be putting in doubles into other people. That's not cool. That's not cool. mitosis. Hey, just remember, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, right? That's how it works, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Mm. Am I trying to hypnotize? Am I? Guys, am I trying to hypnotize you right now? I don't really try. It just sort of happens, you know? I mean, it's nice just to sit back, relax, and listen. It's good to just watch that tail. I mean, it just kind of just calmly sways back and forth, and you really don't have to think about anything. You really can just enjoy just listening and relaxing. I mean, it just happens so easily. I mean, you're doing it right now. You're just listening and relaxing. And it just feels nice when you know you don't have to do anything and nothing's expected of you. You don't have to really put in any effort. You can just enjoy. I mean, it's just something simple, something easy, you know? So I wouldn't say I'm really trying to hypnotize you, it's just something that happens. So if you want to be hypnotized, you can just stick around and just watch and relax and just have a nice time of just doing nothing, you know? Does that sound nice to you? Mm-hmm. Yes, fluffy tail. Fluffy tail, mine go burr. Oh, has anyone ever seen Darkness Rising? The gamers? Or any like the game, it's like movies about like D&D or like a card game. Has anyone seen any of those? In the third one, there's a scene where the guy is basically choosing a Warhammer team, and he's like, the guy at the store is like, you can't just choose a faction and not know anything about their lore or anything. And the guy goes, I want the green one. But and he starts going off, green, give me green. I want the green one. Green. Just anytime the guy tries to talk about the lore of the different factions, he's just like, green, nope, green, green, green. Yep. Very fun. It's a very funny movie. All the Darkness Rising, all the gamer ones, they're really just funny. Hide behind the wall of dead bards. Backstab with a ballista. What? You come across a river that you need to cross. Okay. You didn't forget about anything? No, I think we got everything. Yeah, like your character's crippling fear of water, and then they punch him and he dies. And they're like, they show up at the castle and they're like, hi, I'm an adventurer here that's doing these things. Oh, you seem like a trustworthy person. Staying right outside the evil person's lair. Guessing the hypnosis part is later. So we gotta just do it's more play it by ear for hypnosis on Mondays and Wednesdays. With Thursday being our big hypnosis day. And Fridays usually being more of a game day. So Monday and Wednesdays are more just chatting with some hypnosis kind of sprinkled in just for fun. There is a redeem if you want to force some hypnosis. So that's up to kind of just everybody watching. And then we do a hypno hour on Thursdays usually. Yeah, if it happens, it happens. It's kind of just like how I feel at the moment and just kind of what we get into and what happens. But I'm always happy to just kind of like tease a little, you know? Mm-hmm. So this is kind of funny. I'm in a server with a lot of like streamers that are doing like actual like big streamers that get like 100 people per stream. You know, cool people like that. And it's for a challenge of like going back and playing a brand new account with like all the free to play stuff. I know, but I'm not popular. Anyway, but I'm in the Discord and someone's like, I wish I could forget how to play so I could experience the game for the first time again. And I'm like, urge to say I could hypnotize you for that, or make a joke about hypnotizing them for it. And I'm just like, you know, I could totally do it, but I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm that weird guy that just offered to hypnotize people in a video game channel. You know, would I? If they said yes, probably. I'd do it. It would be fun. It'd be a fun experience, hypnotizing someone to play a game they love for the first time again. I've done it to people with movies before, letting them rewatch some of their favorite movies again for the first time. That's a pretty crazy one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Forgetting names is much easier. A lot of times, it's more just making it foggy, like they can't access that memory. So it feels more like something they've forgotten, and then it returns. And I treat a lot of the memory stuff that way, where it's more of like in a fog when you try to access it. So you feel like this is very familiar, but it doesn't feel right. Like, oh yeah, I feel like this movie's familiar, but I don't quite remember it. Like, I don't think I've seen it. That's more how you do it. Same with like the name. Just reduce it down to a single letter, and then you let them choose a new name. Yeah, memory manipulation is difficult, because it's a very iffy. Some people do it very well, others are a lot harder to do. You kind of have to really know who you're working with on a lot of those. Mm-hmm. Yep. But I still kept the J, so we still kept it a J name. That's kind of the trick, is especially when I'm doing the names, I like to do the chalkboard or whiteboard induction, where you kind of have them put their thoughts and erase their thoughts on a whiteboard. And then it's the same thing with the name, is you put your name on the whiteboard and you erase it down letter by letter. Mm-hmm. No, it's a great one. It is such a great visualization for the memories. I honestly think the whiteboard is one of the best ones for memories. Because you can kind of like, hey, we're gonna put this movie up on the whiteboard, and then we're just going to erase that movie, feeling it go foggier and foggier. just getting fuzzier and fuzzier as it gets wiped away until it's just a blank spot. Okay? And then once you go through the movie, you can re-put that memory back out there. Once the movie ends, you'll be able to write it back. It's good as the movie finishes, the fact that you've watched it will reappear back in your mind as if it's written back on the whiteboard. So that's always just a great way to do it. It's kind of like when I'm doing transformations, I like to do the mirror, so they can visualize themselves in a mirror and they see the picture they want as the thing in the mirror. And because it's a mirror, it's a reflection, so they're matching the reflection. I find that is just a great method for like the TFs. There's so many just wonderful ways you can really use different things to visualize. And at least for me, those are the two that I've found work the best with the ones I've tried out. If you have any questions about different techniques for anything, I'm always happy to answer. I like talking about hypnosis, you know? Yep. No questions. Okay. Head pets and belly rubs? Of course. And pet 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 pet. And and for everyone. And puppet hypnosis? Yeah. So for puppet hypnosis, I would probably go what's it called? So you'd want something to be like you feel it like being manipulated. So I think I would do something along the lines of like tugs, like feeling tugs as you move. So it almost feels like you're moving to something else guiding your movement. That's the way, like your motion just will feel a little bit more jerky, like something's pulling you into the movement you're trying to make. It's been a while since I've done anything like that, so I have to really think back. No, the tail just pulls you into a nice calm, cozy trance, you know? Nothing bad. Tail's getting faster? No, it's not. Tail moves precisely at the same speed.
The moths shall rise and fluff up the area code.
Yeah, moths are very fluffy and you're very fuzzy. And that's pretty much how it works. Okay, Drake. Mm-hmm. Testing stuff? No worries. Yeah, drink is always nice. We could do a wine night on Thursday. We haven't done a drinking night. Drinking and hypnosis. I have some wine I could probably use. I know we've done whiskey quite a bit. But I haven't done any drinking in a while. Just haven't had a reason to drink lately, but my team, this is the last week of the regular season, so we'll drink, celebrate getting President's Cup, and we'll do some hypnosis, you know? Last remember was the B&B. Oh, the bed and breakfast. Did I post that on YouTube? I think I posted that on YouTube. I mean, red platform. Red platform. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. It's really hard to, because I mean, everyone looks the exact same. I should probably, yeah, we have the Culture Geist. Which one was the bad in? Did we get a special one for that? Maybe not. Yeah, I'll need, if anybody knows which episode that is, I can give it a actual title. Like 2 months ago? 1 year, 10 months, 4 months, tail time, tail and tail and trance, that's what it is. 4 months ago. 195 views. Let me edit it to be the B&B one. Hypno B&B. I think go to YouTube Studio. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. There we go. I updated the name. So now you can all find it again. Explanation YouTube if you want the link. Or just the YouTube channel. Yep, there's plenty there. There are tons of them there. We've been I mean, I started like what, 2 years ago posted on YouTube? But yeah. I keep saying the word. Mm-hmm. Ah. All good, all good. Well, I am kind of tired. Yeah. Looking who's online. We have Rush Husky, Canadian Dragon, and Slush Dog. Yeah. Probably should. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have Rush Husky doing some VR chat, Canadian Dragon still playing Crimson Desert, and Slush Dog working on some Minecraft. If anyone's interested in any of those. Okay, 2 for Rush. Yeah, I'm tired. It's I definitely did not eat enough today, and that's kind of gotten me a little bit out of it. I literally ate in like the first 10 minutes of stream. So I haven't really felt that hit too much either. So I definitely do have that what's it called? Hunger feeling. Hmm. Oh, thank you, Logan. So yeah, we can go ahead and raid Rush today. We'll go pull them up. They're just chilling in a hot tub. Perfect, perfect. Hey Logan, thank you for the follow. Feel free to follow that tail as it sways back and forth, wiping away all that stress and tension, brush aside all those worries and anxieties as you just watch and enjoy. Unfortunately, we are at the tail end of the stream, and I am just getting ready to raid. So you'll have to come back on Wednesday when we're streaming again. I do hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I hope you all have a lovely night. Yeah, that's what I always say is the tail end. You gotta love it because it's puns. I love puns, you know? It's all good fun. All good fun. But thank you everyone for coming out. We'll be back on Wednesday once more with more just chatting and some a little bit of hypno fun. And yeah. And a little bit more energy because it's the midweek madness. Hey Corgi. Yes, tail puns. I have all the puns, you know. I won't ever leave them behind, you know. Anyway, as always, stay safe, be kind, be happy, and bye-bye.